Because you have to be in the audience.
I don't bite, so don't worry.
Okay, hello, my name is Jacqueline Hernandez. I recently moved here to Houston, Texas from Los Angeles, California. I have been here for about a year now. I have three beautiful daughters. I have a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 9-month-old. I live with my helpful, loving, and smart husband. Thanks to him, I'm here. He's babysitting. And I work on the weekends selling cell phones. I've worked on sales basically all my life. I sold everything I could besides houses. I sold cars, clothes, shoes, accessories, cell phones. I'm pretty good at sales, so I stick to sales because that's what I'm good at. And now I'm selling at the flea market on weekends. I'm a full-time mom and a full-time student, so I have very little time to myself. And I like to take my daughters to museums, to the library, and just try to get as much education into them as I can, when I can, because I'm just so filled up during the day with chores and being a wife and school. We love to travel. We travel to Colombia. We travel to Cali, Colombia, and then we travel to different parts of Mexico. I traveled to Nigeria, Africa last year, recently. I loved it. We hope to go back soon. My major is biology. I want to study plants. I want to learn how to cure with natural plants. I would love to travel overseas to be able to cure people that have certain diseases with natural plants. Therefore, I decided to study biology. I've been in school for about 4 years, haven't received my Associate of Science yet, but just gonna, like my favorite quote says, just do it. You know, I'm gonna live, might as well try to educate myself and start just study. That's my plan throughout this whole life that I live, is try to study and go to school. So I will be in school for a lot of years, and I accept that. I'm okay with it, and that's basically it about myself. I used to live in California. I lived in Arizona, and I live here in Texas now. I owned a clothing store before in Arizona for about 2 years. Sales were great for about the first year. I used to make about like 2,000 a day. Then all of a sudden everything just dropped and we started making nothing. Therefore we moved out of there and went back to California. California's too expensive. If you live in California, you have to be wealthy to enjoy California, so I just can't afford that. I came here, it's more comfortable and it's nicer. I love Houston. It's a city and a country in one. So I love Houston. I'm here to stay and just raise my daughters here, settle here. And that's basically it with me. Any questions?
Where are you originally from?
I originally was born in Brownsville, Texas. At the age of 1, I moved to California, Los Angeles. I've been there until I turned 18. I moved out and I came to live back to Brownsville, where I was born. And from there I went back to Arizona, and now I'm here in Houston. So I've been here and there.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I
hear the
speak
accent.
Spanish, yes. My grandparents were born in Juarez, Mexico. Both my parents were born here in the United States, and so was I. Yeah. Any more questions?
What part of Africa did you visit?
Lagos, Nigeria, Lagos. Yeah, it's like 15 hours on a plane. Another reason why I came to live here, because when we traveled from Los Angeles to Africa, we had to take 2 planes. We landed here in Houston, from here went to Africa. When we came back, I told my husband, I love Houston. I just seen the outside skirts of Houston. And it's so beautiful. I want to come live here. And yes, a year later.
So what, can I ask, what did you do when you went to Nigeria, or to Africa, Nigeria?
I went for religious purposes. We study indigenous religion that I've been in for about, I'd say 13 years. So I went there to get initiated into a cult. And that's where I decided to become a biologist major, because they cure with natural plants.
Hmm.
So that's the reason why I want to study plants and why I go to Africa to study there.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.